Hello everybody, how have you been doing? I left you all hanging last time. We've just done some magnificent work saving people, saving tieflings, the underdogs of this world. And they offered us a party. We'd be celebrating, cheering, dancing all night. And we cut the recording. How dare I do that? How could I do that? I don't even know if I'm going to split them all together, you know? I mean, I don't even know if I'm ever going to post this, but if I do, just to let you know, if you're hearing this, I appreciate you. And I'm doing this for you, whoever you are. And you're special. And whatever it is you're doing great. It might not look like it, but you're doing great, and keep at it, okay? Keep at it. Don't you fucking dare stop. I'm watching you, eh? I'm watching you. And with that said, I think it's time we go party. Honestly, I booted up this game, and the only thing I could think about, it wasn't chasing after that dragon we saw on the telescope last time. It wasn't going and checking out this region in the south that might have some good stuff for us. We actually don't have any reason to go there. We do have reasons to go into the Underdark, which I'm really interested in. It looked really cool. There's also the Crash, and we know that there's a village up here or something that is under siege or attack. We heard the battle cries, but we played dumb because we had other things that required our attention, and that one didn't yet. So we definitely have a reason to go there. I'm very curious as to what's going on there. And we also have the Sunlit Wetlands to check out. So before we do any of that, even though we still are in fighting shape, I've got 2 spells. She doesn't have anything, but she doesn't really need it. She's looking cool as fuck. She's got 3 spells. That's how much she's got. She can just start fucking spamming them for no reason. He's got 1 spell as well, but he's got a total of 3, and you know, he's doing great.
No one stopped me yet.
We are going to party. We are going to party. We could have stolen that from them, but honestly, we got Wholesome back. We don't want the tieflings to end up in a bad spot. I have a great scimitar, and we've already donated a lot to Maul, so they're going to be fine. They have a good start in Baldur's Gate, and we'll seek them out and make sure that our investments don't go to waste. Also, look at my party. They're all geared up to shit. Look at this. Would you mess with these 3 if you saw them? I mean, let's just ignore me for a second, because I think I kind of bring the party down. But everybody else, my man.
If we get separated or need
Let's actually go through inventory, because I'm kind of in the mood. I'm in the mood for inventory management. No, I'm not. Why is this so important? We've read it, right? This is the recipes one. Yeah, and it ends with the same, thrice the same ingredient forms an extract. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know. Send it to camp. We're not keeping that. 1 foot 2 feet. Well met. We'll meet. We read that very poorly last time. I remember. I'd rather not. There's nothing more painful than hearing myself read in these recordings. It's when I'm checking to see if there was any issues with the recording after being done with a playthrough. That hurts. Oh, we've read this. It can go to camp. Soul Coins, the treaties. That we haven't read. The Screed of the Willing. Honesty. Honestly, that's how we start. Honesty, love, wrath. Many traits are divine. There is only one that we possess, and the gods do not. Pain. Our most holy mistress invites us to revel in that which makes us mortal, to embrace pain, so she may look upon us and know we are truly living. For what is a life without the sting of agony, without the anguish of heartbreak? It is a life unlived, true. A life wasted hiding from the joys of the world. This part is true, a life unlived, but why do gods not feel pain? Is that true? I thought gods in D&D were more like Greek, Nordic pantheons, where they were all a bunch of shitheads, and they were constantly vying for power or hating on each other. I maybe not to the Greek extent of, you know, Zeus being a pervert, but definitely to the extent of we are shitheads, and we have wars have been started in our names. We have propelled wars and so on. We get involved in the decisions and aspects of mankind, But I never thought, you know, they weren't able to experience pain. I think that by the end of this, we'll find that this sentence is untrue. There is only one that we possess, and the gods do not. Pain. I'm 99% sure we're going to meet gods in this playthrough in Baldur's Gate fashion, in normal, customary, traditional Baldur's Gate fashion, and they're going to experience pain. I'm not saying I'm going to inflict the pain. I'm not saying I won't go through pain, but they will experience pain. I guarantee it. In Leviathar's name, I ask you to live, to dig your nails into your skin and know that you are alive. To know that the greater the pain, the more exalted the life. Whether your pain comes from claws, the scourge, or an ache in your soul, know that our maiden is watching over you. She sees your suffering and she loves you for it. Oh yeah, this we got from the torturer in the goblin camp who mysteriously disappeared after we took out the leaders. We're going to send this to camp. Don't do the nail thing. Don't do it. You don't have to. You really do not have to. Okay, it's not necessary. Yeah, look at us. Flashing everybody we meet. Yeah, I think that if you're taller, maybe that looks better. So we're going to give this to Gale. In the meantime, we keep this. Are there any good boots? If the wearer starts their turn on an electrified surface, they gain 3 lightning charges. That's very fucking specific. Which ones look cooler? Let's see. Honestly, I can't quite see. And yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time, everybody. We're going to camp. Not long resting immediately. We're just going to camp. Why are we so close to Karlach? Why are you looking down at me like that? And poking at your lip? What are you explaining? I can't hear you. Karlach, are you okay? I'm worried. You've got a teddy bear and its name is Clive. A knitted toy bear stuffed with soft fur. It matches your outfit. That's it. We're never upgrading our outfit again. Never again. Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. What? This map of the Sword Coast sprawls from the deep forest of Tethir to the frigid spine of the world, its topography worn by ancient ink and the constant trade between mortal hands. Where did we get that? Why is that here? Are we going to invade the Sword Coast? What the fuck? Did we get that from Minthara? From her desk? After we, you know, put her down. Oh, this is a good moment. This is a good moment to do the inventory sorting. So I need to access this chest because I need to access these guys. Oh, look at you. You get pants underneath. Why don't I get pants? That looks horrible. But, no, let's actually... Wait. I'm sorry to do this to you. Yeah, see? Why is my underwear showing, but not... Where did this go? I'm sorry, I got a bit distracted by Gale. I'm going to give you a moment to appreciate this. Appreciate the man. There you go. Gale appreciation post. That's it. Stop it. Stop it. Whatever you were doing, stop it. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Okay. You've earned one, and you've earned the other. He's never going to use jack shit. I'm never going to use Will. I can tell. I can just tell. You know, thinking about using or not using Will, I'm starting to suspect we might not ever see the Dark Presence, or that one lizard who was like, yo, I have Dark Urges. Dark Urge, that one. That one in character creation may not be a character companion. It might just be a character you can choose to be, but not a character companion, because I don't remember seeing any other pots around the landing site, the crash site. And I think the last one we found was Karlach's, even though she didn't comment on the fact, so that might be the Dark Urges, and Karlach's is a little bit further north, but I doubt it, because we pretty much, except for the battle area and further north towards the crash, or the crash inhabitants, the Gith, we didn't see... I doubt there's going to be a pot over there, so it may be that... It may very well be that there is no extra companion and we already have all of them. But there's space in the party. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We don't need to get ahead of ourselves. You know what we can do, since we're here? Potions. We are going to extract all the ingredients. We have enough potions of healing, I think. Elixir of Arcane Cultivation or Bloodlust. What does that do? Those willing to immerse themselves in savagery often reap a blood-red reward. Single use, uncommon potion. What does it do, though? That doesn't tell me what it does. Arcane Cultivation, a small bottle filled to the brim with arcane energy. What does it do, though? Do I have to make them to find out? Grenades. Well, that one, self-explanatory, right? I'm guessing, if we had to guess, Bloodlust, it kind of makes you rage, I'm guessing. If you run out of rage options, you can just drink Elixir of Bloodlust and it gives you that. Otherwise, it's just a specific healing potion for vampires. One of the two. Arcane Cultivation maybe gives you an extra spell. So you ran out of spells, this gives you an extra spell. Maybe. Which, I mean, it's good. That would be good. We're going to keep some bottles, though. I mean, there's always a time and a place, you know? Albert Egg. There it is. There it is. Ah, so we did pick it up. No, don't do it at the back, you bastard. You hateful bastard. Well, it's not hateful. I'm hateful towards it. Damn it, I don't even remember which one it was. Here we go. Type latest. So this, we need to sell. Like this, we're not eating an owlbear. But could we? Could we combine it with something and just spawn an owlbear? An owlbear friend. Owlbear hatchlings are tiny and adorable for the first few 10 days of their life. Then they eat you out of house and home. Then they simply eat you. Well, that's not very promising. But we have an owlbear, or likely will have an owlbear soon. An owlbear friend. If it ever shows up. Also, how much does that weigh? Quite a bit. And we don't need that much. As far as I understand it, I was misunderstanding this, how it worked in the beginning. I thought that every time you opened a lock, you consumed one of these. But it turns out that you only consume one of these if you fail opening the lock. And the same thing with trap disarm toolkits. So we don't need to have that many. We can split this. Let's see if a good solid 15. Oh, damn it. We can play this musical instrument. That would be interesting. Oh, we need to do this. I'd forgotten about this. Should we do it in camp? Would it be stupid to do so? Although there's a flute here that's got nothing to do with anything. You know what, Gale? Don't fucking consume that, eh? That one is not allowed. So this one we should sell. We're going to add to wares. I'm going to sell it in Baldur's Gate, though. I likely shouldn't start a playthrough like this, should I? This is very slow. But we're going to edit it fast. If I ever upload it. Alright. That is enough inventory management for the day. Now, it is time to talk.
What's on your mind?
So what will you do if you feel like that, you know, orb of blackness and magic sucking energy decides to overtake you? You let me know, right?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death. Alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
We are going to find a solution. That will not be necessary, but I still very much appreciate it, girl. I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story. Right, there was a mighty lord. Where in his story? Let's find out.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived.
Uh-huh.
The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic.
Oh.
Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus
He's a
aimed
great
his
storyteller.
spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Okay, but then how did Mistral become Mistral? It's Mistral, or Minstra. Minstra, that's the one. That's the new one, the new goddess of magic. So how did she come to be? So that moment in time, all magic was gone. Yeah, and magic was dead for a while. Typical, more modern fantasy where... Or, no, actually, it's a typical fantasy trope where magic is dead. Or magic used to be a part of the world, but it is no longer, and it's coming back. And it unravels as the story does. You know, think Memory of Sorrow and Thorn. Think even Lord of the Rings. Think Joe Abercrombie's First Law trilogy, just to name a few examples. So at that moment in time, all magic was gone. Nothing good ever comes from mortals wanting to be gods. You have to admire the man's ambition. He very nearly succeeded. Yes, you have to admire ambition, but not when it comes to such a cost. That is not admirable. I mean, that entire civilization that died with him, I'm guessing, you know, there were lots of innocents there that died as well. So at that moment in time, all magic was gone.
For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra.
There we go.
Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries
So it
later,
wasn't
I
quite
tried
the
to follow
sacrifice.
in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Oi, oi, come on, up those spirits. We can fix it. We can fix it. We can fix you, and then we'll find a way to give it back to Mistra. Sorry. I'm sorry I'm getting your lady friend's name wrong. Okay? Not that I'm jealous. Not at all.
If not
Volo, you are really taken with Will, aren't you?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Thank you very much.
I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
I get the feeling that the game wants me to say this, you know? What do you know about Mind Flayers? And I kind of feel, you know, maybe he does deserve to know that he's surrounded by infected people. What are you looking at, mate? I'm looking very skeptical. I don't think my character likes Volo, but I like Volo. Well, get that squint off your face, alright? Along with the mud.
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know.
No shit.
Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
You know what? Maybe we should tell him. Just not yet. Maybe after the party. You know, he's going to have such a good time. He's going to be like, fuck. I got to stay anyway, you know? So we're going to tell him after the party. I fought one of them. And the parasites, do you know anything about them? Do you know anything about the parasites?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one. A mind flayer planted one of their larvae in my brain. I've actually killed a mind flayer. I encountered one and killed it. It was admittedly, you know, downed on the ground and, you know, already wounded, but still, it died by my hand. My foot, actually.
That can't be.
It was captured by mind flayers before. I'm lucky to be alive. I killed a mind flayer in its lair aboard a nautiloid. I've also been infected with one of their parasites. Was even aboard a nautiloid. And, you know what that name means, eh?
You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional.
Why not both?
Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
You know what? No, I have not noticed anything yet. And we'll get back to it in a second, alright?
Are you familiar with the process of ceremorphosis?
No.
That is what happens
And we
when
definitely
a
haven't
mind
talked about
flare
this.
parasite
Not at all.
infects a living
Not ever.
host.
Really? Wow. I'm going. I'm leaving. Hello, Will. Goodbye, Will. Lazo, look at that piece of armor and the gauntlets. You know the only thing that doesn't match? Your boots. Which makes me think... Not inventory management again, you fucking ass. 2 minutes. That is much better for Carla, I think. And she's got the same ones. Well, never mind then.
Time for a natter.
Oh, no.
La.
Go back to your place.
No one back
I didn't
home
realize I
ever
chose you.
believed this.
Speak.
How you liking the gear I gave you? It's pretty good, isn't it? It's me. I've even been looking at me differently. Oh? Is it me? Or have you been looking at me differently?
I have a confession. I was
No.
too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
I get the feeling that happens a lot with you. And what about now? And I thought you cruel, stubborn, and judgmental. Can I assume a compliment is coming? Alright, I'm listening. There's a compliment coming, right?
I don't pay compliments. I only say what is true. You've proven me wrong at every turn. You are efficient, dominant, courageous. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
No, I can't. No way. Why did they do this? Why is she so soft-spoken? I just have one word. Yuck. I mean, no. She's definitely admirable and hot in her own right. But I just like... Why? Let's see. How did we prove her wrong? We saved the tiefling. She doesn't like them. Thinks they're weak. I mean, I guess she's not wrong. Right, let's see. What did she say? Let's go to the dialogue history. Too easy to judge you. Blah, 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 blah. Haunts of a Dragon, maybe not so much. You are efficient. We are sort of efficient. It does take us quite a bit to sort our inventory, but aside from that, I think we're doing fine. Dominant. I can be. Okay. I mean, if it's necessary. We can always play around with it. Courageous. Well, as long as you're taking the hits, I'm fine. If you respect me so much, then why are you such a prickly grouch? Hold on, are you coming on to me? The attraction's mutual, Lazo. You know how to set my heart racing. Look at his face too. He's so happy to hear this. Oh, why did I say it? Why did I ask? We're gonna make a mess. We're gonna make a mess. This entire party is going to be, and I don't mean the party later with the tieflings. I mean this entire party is going to be a Netflix high school drama disaster. That's what it's going to be. It's gonna end up with like a bunch of people dead. And they all killed each other, you know? Suddenly my nails are very interesting. Huh. I never looked at my nails, you know? And I have nothing to say about them, because I don't give a shit. He's too happy, bro. Look at that smile. I guess I can find a few good things to say about you, Lasil. Even though sometimes you make it a little bit difficult.
Good. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later, but I want it all the same.
Alright, so she's also a
Do
cheese.
you?
Appreciate it. Yes, I want to share my body with you. Sure thing. I've been wanting a hot Yankee girlfriend. I mean, it's alright to have preferences, man, but I've been wanting a hot Yankee girlfriend. Maybe that's a bit much. Maybe slow down a bit. I'm flattered, but the answer is no. Sure, we can give it a go. See what you've got.
Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes,
Whoa.
I shall keep enjoying your scent.
Whoa. Take what is mine. Whoa. Slow down there, alright? We're also talking to Shadowheart. And if I'm anybody's, in a non-sexual way, but in a possession way, I'm Scratch. Okay?
Hope you're keeping well.
He's my
friend.
lord and ruler. My leader. My North Star. And don't ever get it wrong. This is a good boy. This is a good boy. I hate my gauntlets, by the way. Which are not gauntlets, they're more like braces. Whatever the fuck they are, they're horrible. Look at that. Disgusting. The only reason they look good in that scene was because of Scratch. First person I want to talk to, obviously. Hello, Shadowheart. Please.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Please call on to me first. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Why are you pissed off? How am I holding up in your estimations?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you. I think I'm a different person, owing to you.
What? We've been traveling together for like 4 days at most. I don't think I think this is my 3rd long rest. Maybe 4th, and that's a stretch. So like 5 days, tops. We're beyond me merely liking you. I think I'm a different person owing to you. I'm going to be long resting a lot. I'm going to be spamming that shit from now on. We have to make this work. And what about the Druid Grove? How was that resolution?
I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
Agreed. 10 to other matters. See me tonight. Astarion, because, I mean, why not? Let's fuck it up some more.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Thank God there's no talk option. Thank God we're not screwing anybody else. Karlach? Withers? Question mark.
Fate spins along as it should.
Is it as it should, really?
Dost thou require a new ally?
I don't think so. No, a new ally is definitely not something I
Perhaps
require.
a resurrection instead.
How about relationship advice? How much does that cost me? What's the AC in this? Oh, I can't examine it. I still landed both hits though. Karlach. You look
Copper for your thoughts.
warm. Hope you continue to be like that. Party time! Well, sorry, give me a second. Party time!
I'm fine.
No, an owlbear.
Have an egg if you want it.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
Do you want an Albert egg?
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having
He's gonna
performance
suck,
issues,
right?
Roland.
Oof.
Hush you.
I don't know if his ego can take that.
And behold.
Sparkly. Clap.
Adoring applause.
Great job, mate.
You're too kind.
Oh,
Remember
yes.
when
Yes,
we
I
could
am.
barely cast that?
And you're too
They grow
precious.
So fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Oh, they suck so much. Can I talk to them individually? I remember liking Carl the best.
Are Roland and Leah
Oh, I can.
actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
I mean, anybody getting along with Roland is impressive, really.
Live up here.
Look at them.
What does Leah
How
have to say
happy
about
they
it?
are. We did that.
How about the three of you? Having fun? I'm glad you stuck around. I think the boost is doing more than we did. I did all the work. I mean, yes, but I do think the boost might be doing a lot more work right now than we did.
Then I'd best track down a bottle before the rest polish it off. Look us up when you hit Baldur's Gate. Be nice to see a friendly face.
Right back at you. Somebody just spawned in the background. I'm really afraid of this symbol. Also, what is Doc doing up there? Also, this all reminds me... Oh, there's so much and so many people here. There's one thing we need to do before we do anything else. Before we screw anything else up, or just screw.
I dare say this place is almost civilized.
I kind of wish we didn't have a response to this. I saw the magic shower. I wouldn't call Leah and Carl an adoring crowd. I take it you're happy you stayed to help. I'm surprised you're still here. I thought you'd be halfway to Baldur's Gate by now. I didn't think a party beneath the stars was your idea of fun. I'm honestly not partial to any of these. I didn't think a party beneath the stars was your idea of fun.
It isn't. But when one is forced among the common folk, It helps to lower expectations. Once my training with Leroican is complete, I'll put on a real show for them.
For us, you mean? You owe me a party. Civilized or no. What are you up to? But no, I cannot talk to you. Or the most important character in this show, Withers. Definitely. Mate, I promise I'll be right with you. But there's more important matters, let's just say. I did say call on me.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits.
How about you?
Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Lasil. It's not an option, but I think that would be apt for you. Refugees, me, let me guess, yourself, Shah, I don't know. What's that dude doing? Oh, I thought he was coming to engage with us. I mean, could be anything, but I'm hoping the answer is me.
Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Odd. That's your conclusion to all that. Not so odd. We did the right thing. Yes. Are you worried Shah won't approve? That makes sense for Shadowheart. Don't get used to it. We just needed to clear the path forward. Not really. I mean, there were plenty of ways to do so. And this wasn't the most convenient one. Sounds like the wine is talking. We could have moved on without helping, honestly. Are you worried about Shah not approving?
Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah.
Maybe that's a
There'll be
bit
time
too
for penance later.
extremist.
Share a bottle with me?
Just the one.
It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier.
That's
Best
my goal.
enjoyed someplace private, I think.
Well, I guess we didn't fuck it up that bad. I'm talking about... Never mind. Scratch gets it. Not in that way. I'd be glad to.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
She doesn't strike me as the type, but... You miss all the shots you don't take? And I might need a couple shots after this. Not keen on sharing, Shadowheart. Didn't take you for the jealous type.
Not tonight.
Oh no!
Don't forget our little agreement. As soon as things quiet down here...
Nice.
What is this game turning into, man? What is this game turning into? I need a moment to sit down and analyze the fact that this is slowly but surely becoming a Netflix high school teenage drama. If it's high school, it's teenage, right? Fucking moron. I'm worried. I am worried. And there's only one person who can help me now. Withers, how are you enjoying the party?
Along as it should.
It does, doesn't it?
Dost thou require a new ally?
Can't you see I'm surrounded by
Or
friends?
perhaps a
Why would I need a new ally?
instead?
Resurrections? Did we get anybody killed? Nobody comes to mind. There was that tiefling at the grove, but I don't think it's going to be an option. Cheers, mate. Look at that. Who's that? Icaron. I don't know. Is Soru around? Will, what are you doing over there? Will, are you playing the emo card? Are you trying to play lonely so people pity you and go talk to you?
No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll
The
be
night really
in
suits
a
your
city
eyes.
With roads and markets and... Holmes.
Not that I'm coming on to you. Yes, Holmes. Go touch yourself thinking about Holmes. That's, I mean, your delivery kind of implied it. Will, what are you doing over here? It's okay to mingle, you know?
I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Are you alright? Of course I noticed. There was no party without you. You know what? I find that a little bit insincere. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. I think that's exactly what he was hoping for. Not us in particular, but I believe that he was hoping to be noticed in general. Oh, the Blade of Frontiers is not here. Where could he have gone? He wants to be missed. That's what's going on. Standing there, sulking in the corner. I'm a little buff. Depressed little guy. And I need help. Help me. Why am I doing this voice? Let's stop now. What exactly do you think you're doing? Sulking out here? Get your ass back to the party. I couldn't agree more. Of course I noticed there was no party without you. Are you alright? What exactly do you think you're doing sulking over here? Come on. It's a party going on.
Oh, the Blade doesn't sulk. I was just...
You're sure about that?
Reflecting on what has happened and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration.
Sounds like some pretty words for sulking to me. Oh, shush. Let yourself have fun. What's on your mind? I mean, those are pretty words for sulking and that's it. Empathy is so boring sometimes. Alright, spit it out. What is it?
In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood. And I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. 1,000 perils will still threaten them.
He's being the emo kid in the corner.
They aren't ready to get on the road on their own.
We have won this day, danger is for tomorrow. You're right, but we need to give them hope. Have some faith. Whatever happens, they'll survive it. So, if they die, they die. That's life for you. Have some faith. Whatever happens, they'll survive it. I mean, no, not necessarily. But these two are correct, and I think that my response would be a mix of the two. Because we haven't won today, and we have to live in today, and today we have earned ourselves a break of celebration because right now there are no imminent perils. Tomorrow is tomorrow. We'll see about tomorrow. I just hit my mic. I'm sorry about that. What is this game doing to me? You're right, but we need to give them hope. That's also correct. And, you know, having a bit of a break to celebrate. You can't constantly be chasing the next objective and the next problem and solving the next thing and fixing constantly and constantly on the grind. You have to, at some point, like, take a moment to just say, I'm going to enjoy myself right now among friends. And everybody benefits from that being done. So you're right. But this is also necessary to progress forward.
Your words cheer me more than any party could. But, off with you. This is your day.
It's not my day. It's
Enjoy
our
the
day.
music.
I want to dance with you. Can't you tell why I really followed you out here? Oh, God. No! No! Stop it! You know, the reason why I talked to Shadowheart first was because I knew this was going to happen. If I was going to put any romantic scenes in this game, the first place, at least from my playthrough, the ideal place was now, right after the party. It makes sense. This is how it happens naturally. I'm not talking to Lazio at this party. I'm not. I'm going to do the one thing you do when, like, there's multiple people that you like at a party and you kind of start avoiding some and you go more towards a different side of the room. I want to do that. I wish you were there, but I'll respect your need for peace. I don't think a good friend would say this unless you really know that that's what they want, and I don't think that's what this guy wants. You're impossible. You're impossible? This is how he would say it. He's not going to say it, or maybe. But if he were to say it, he would say, oh, you're impossible. give him the cold shoulder while keeping eye contact, then turn around, fully give their back to them, flick their hair with the back of their hand while throwing their head back as well, and then they would start walking. You know how like models do when they go through the what do you call it? The little stage where they get all the pictures done. Well, that one. And sway their way away. Sway their way away. Say that 3 times fast. Anyways. With this countess coming onto him. Because the second option is clearly that. But, I mean, dancing is not necessarily... Come on, Shadowheart basically said she's in love with me. I can't be doing this. Fuck it, I'm doing this.
I'm afraid my feet are firmly planted to the ground this evening.
There you go.
Sometime alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it. My boy can't stop. Alright, let's not go around jumping too much. There's alcohol involved. In fact, now that I think about it, I mean, if we're gonna have fun, we're gonna have fun, right? Oh, Scratch is just so adorable. So adorable. Now I'm scared of talking to people, man. This game has made me scared of the one thing I consider myself good at.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
And you don't? We survived, that's always worth celebrating. Are you this unpleasant by nature or choice? You're right, this should be a somber occasion. You should join them. You know, you could say this line, but you look at him straight in the eye, like, with an expression that communicates only, you are a fucking idiot, in quotes. It's written across your face. And then you say, you should join them. Have a point or two. Commandingly. You say pissed off, like a bouncer. That's how you have to say it. It's an order, and nothing else. We're casting friends with cheats like that. Oh, okay. Apparently we didn't need it.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Perhaps it'll make you more tolerable.
To beds and hearths, to dirty pubs and dwarven ale.
I thought he was going to say dwarven well, you can see how that rhymed better. Scratch? Are you sniffing butts? Scratch, come on, behave. Behave. What are you doing? Did you just ignore my dog? Oh. No, you... With the dog involved? Don't get my dog into that. Stop it. Stop
I like
it.
these people. They're joyful.
It's always uncomfortable when the dog's watching.
Contagious.
Dennis, behave yourself.
That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Alright, turnip then. Right back at you. But leave the dog out of it.
To dance. No. No, I need to lie down.
Maybe you can dance lying down? Which wasn't a proposition for anything, by the way. I promise. I promise it was not.
Let's look for our own place.
Roland can finally have his own sock drawer. Folded, color coordinated, even ironed.
There's nothing more satisfying than a well-organized wardrobe.
Oh my goodness, he's unbearable. Gale, you do realize this a party, and I didn't take you for the boring kind.
Thank you.
I'm almost disappointed. Oh, not that tone of voice. Not that tone of voice. Larian, did you have to make it so everybody wants to fuck you? And did you have to make everybody so fuckable? Did you? Did you really? I'm sure you're welcome. What for? Spontaneous thank yous make me suspicious. Sure, you're welcome.
There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wish to show you.
What is that?
You've already found someone else to make merry with. Just the two of you. There's something unspeakable about Shadowheart. But I mean that in a good way. She seems to me like a bud on the cusp of bursting into a rose. That, or deadly nightshade. Far be it from me, of course, to question your tastes.
Could we have made an orgy? Actually, I may want to spend the night with you instead of Shadowheart. Didn't peg you, poor choice of words, for a sore loser, Gale. That's not very nice. Do I detect a hint of jealousy? And yet you question them nonetheless. What were you going to show me? Alright, these are all playing into Gale's hand. Oh, I just spilled water. Oh, fuck. So these two we're not going to say. Do I detect a hint of jealousy? You are definitely playing into it. And you question them nonetheless. All of them are playing into it. Let's be honest. All of them are a tease. What were you going to show me? It's like I'm playing naive, innocently curious, coy. Basically, that's what I'm doing. What are you going to show me? Oh, I couldn't possibly imagine or understand what you're referring to. This is definitely playing into Gale's hand, and he just talked about you, about knowing that you have an arrangement with Shadowheart, which I don't know how he knows about. How do you know, Gale? Have you been eavesdropping, Gale? I hope you haven't been doing anything creepier than eavesdropping casually and only spontaneously. Something that accidentally came up. I hope. And yet you question them nonetheless. Still. And yet you question them. It might be shutting them down depending on how you read it. And then you question them nonetheless. As in, that's none of your business. But it could also be, and yet you question them nonetheless. As in, I'm asking what your motivation behind them is. So I'm still playing into your hand. Do I detect a hint of jealousy? I'm definitely being a fucking flirt. I can also say, oh, do I detect a hint of jealousy, Gale? Come on, you're my best bud. Could say it both ways. Same with Gale. I mean, didn't pick you for a sore loser, Gale. That's just rude. You don't need to say that, you twat. Actually, I may just want to spend the night. No. So what we're going to do, because we are twats, is kind of play into it, but with an out. Okay? It's just words. It's just words. We can always run them back. Do I detect a hint of jealousy, Gale? I'm touched.
Jealousy is in the eye of the beholder, or something along those lines.
That's very apt to Baldur's Gate.
Me a smidge. The point is,
Dungeons and Dragons, I mean.
I have hope. Each new sunrise may yet be the one to coax our budding bond to blossom. But I think it's fair to say, it won't be today's. Now please,
You sound so sad about it.
Go and enjoy your evening. This won't be the first party I've spent moping in self-indulgence with a bottle of wine for company.
But dude, I'm trying to enjoy my evening, but all you fuckers want to fuck. That's all you think about. How am I the normal here? I'm playing an RPG. How the fuck is this normal? Why is everyone horny in this game? See? Oh, this is where I saw a telescope. This is where it was. Didn't she have one as well? Somebody else had one, I think. Does it show anything? Excuse me, Gale.
I spy with my little eye.
Nothing of note.
Nothing of note, really.
Really? Okay. I am trying to enjoy myself. I am. I really am. Oh, I almost ended the day.
None of that
Alright, let's talk to people who will not.
Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
Hey, that's not bad.
But that's not what happened. Live a little.
She's got a point. I'm with her. And it has nothing to do with the hairstyle, I swear. Hello, Alfira.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Go right
I
ahead.
need an angle.
Be the dandelion
Any
to my
ideas?
Geralt. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Not really. I'm not much of a bard. Oh, that's total bullshit. False humility if I've ever seen it. Oh, we ain't got none of that. How about courage? Classic song material. Have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it. Honestly, I'd rather you didn't. If I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit. I mean, have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it.
One raunchy ballad coming up.
There we go. Yes. That's it, right?
Your song was coming along.
Was it?
Then things began spinning. Worry not. I shall return to it at first light.
Oh, she's got the best horns. Best horns. Don't know about the hairstyle, though. Maybe it should have been a different one. How about my second bard of the night, who I haven't told is camping with potential mind players.
Settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night.
And by this, you mean... You don't want to... No. Not you, Volo. Not you. Shouldn't we be celebrating? I have some things to do. Lazo? What are you doing, why did you pull out your giant axe? Everything alright? At home? Hmm? Okay, let's... There we go. Yeah, we put it away. Thank you. Shouldn't we be celebrating, Volo? Instead of doing whatever it is you're doing?
But I am engaged in celebration of the purest form. Commemoration. If we are to write your legend in the stars, then we must first give you a name. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much
I
of
like
a
it.
mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common
Oh,
folk
make it a
after
mouthful.
all.
Make it two.
I intend this tale to enrapture all.
I already have a name. What about Grove Keeper? Goblin Spain has a nice ring to it. These are both shit. I didn't ask anyone to write my story. You have something in mind? Don't you have anything of actual worth to work on? I am slightly disappointed. I was hoping for something much worse than either Goblin Spade or Grove Keeper, which are both bad, but I was hoping for something horrible, and I was going to choose that, I promise. That's what I was going to do. But such an option has not shown itself. Do you have something in mind, Volo?
Far too much.
I clearly don't.
This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act...
You're gonna make me choose?
Not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps...
Volo?
I must deliberate. Go. Enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
Oh, no. Well, it's a good thing that we're going to have a raunchy ballad of Alfira's to balance out whatever the fuck Volo is going to do. Krissa, I'm sorry, Holson, this has nothing to do with hairstyle, as I said. I'll be right with you.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Oh god, I can't hear that voice again. Nope, I cannot. Holson, bring me
Go
back
on
to
now,
Earth.
Don't waste a night like this talking to me.
There you
We'll
go.
have plenty of time together on the way to Moonrise.
Why do you look so cinematic, man? Why are you so tall? I thought you might care to have a drink with me. There's other things we could do besides talking. I thought you might care to... Scratch? What the fuck? Like, the first time I read, I thought you might care to have a drink with me. I read it as... anybody would. Anybody normal. Let's go grab a drink. Right? And now, after our conversations, I'm not so sure anymore. There's other things we could do besides talk. Well, there's no two interpretations about that. But I'd like to know you some more now. Now's not the time. Sharing stories, telling dumb jokes. Sure. But backstories? Nah. Take your own advice, why don't you? Go mingle a little. Oh, yes. That's the attitude to have. Why does nobody have that attitude tonight? Everybody's such a fucking loner in this group. I hope Astarion doesn't disappoint me. Although... No, you know who? Karlach. Karlach is going to have the right attitude. Can't wait to talk to her. We're going to leave her for last. Well, not last, but you know what I mean. Take your own advice. Why don't you? Go on, mingle. Let's have some fun.
Later, perhaps. Don't worry about
I'm rolling
me.
my eyes. I swear I'll get a camera someday.
A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go
good
on,
point.
Enjoy yourself. Seek
But you
out
can
some
do so
wine
with a
before it
pint.
runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. So many thirsty people. What were you saying, Sevlor? What was that? You're not thirsty too, are
You
you?
have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without. But
No, we cannot. The singing is key. The bad singing is key. Because when bad singers are singing at your party, you won. You won, let me tell you. That's the only metric you need. Mole. How are you, Mole? I saw you on the
came
mini-map.
through for us. That's a change from most adults.
Of course I
know.
did. They definitely should have enough funding for a good start in Baldur's Gate. Don't be so harsh on your elders. That's a change from most adults I know. Indeed. And now you owe me. That sounded dangerously close to a compliment. What are you doing way over here? You know, Mole, that sounded dangerously close to a compliment.
And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits.
Right, whatever you say.
Enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
That's actually a great business. That's a great business. Wow. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to make sure that we drink enough that she is needed. No, that are you talking to yourself? Alright, Lazel's got her axe again, and I'm scared to talk to her.
Make it spicy.
Alright, let's talk now.
Right.
Not like we saved or anything, I promise.
Soon, when you rest,
No. No. No, I didn't ask. No.
I'm lost in a spooky castle. I sure hope no 9'6" tall vampire lady comes and pegs me. Ooh, that'd be so bad and so evil. I would hate that.
Mate, put your blood away. There's people around.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero.
And here you
Never thought
are.
I'd be the one they toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful.
Really, saving lives is awful. Are you talking about the wine? You did a good thing. Suck it up and enjoy yourself. It's not that bad. Think of all the goblins you killed. I mean, it can't be that bad. Think of how many goblins you killed. In fact, you did great today. I don't know that I praised you enough. You did fantastic. That fire withdrawal Raxlin, that was all you, mate. Literally.
True. That was fun.
Exactly.
Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Well, I've got some good wine, mate. I don't know about you. Maybe you've been looking in the wrong barrels, but we've got some good shit. Just maybe go ask somebody who already has a bottle. Maybe they can help you out. And you can stop sulking. Why is everybody sulking? Whinge all you want. I'm having fun. True, the goblins would have thrown a wilder party. Take his bottle and try the wine. You know what? Yeah. What was that?
Heavy, rich red. Dry and sharp.
The face I
See
made.
what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
Oh, no. No! Yes. This game is killing me. And what's your idea of a little fun? That better not mean I want to kill something. We could have fun. We could spend some quality time together. Knowing you, it probably is. That better not mean I want to kill someone or something. Look at my face! Look at that! That's the face of a murderer! Stop it right now. That better not mean I want to kill something.
Not at all. I was hoping for companionship. And, well, maybe a little death. Figuratively speaking.
How is it?
You, just to be clear.
Figuratively
Can you imagine?
speaking?
Ugh, no.
Yes!
Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Why do you have to say it like that? But finally, yes, thank you for rejecting me, Astarion. Night feels more real. Now for the best party member. Except for Scratch. And the owlbear, which I'm not finding. Also... Give me a second. No, that's not where I'm trying to look. This is climbable. How far is it climbable? Oh. Why is it climbable? You didn't see anything, Lacrissa. Nothing. Carla.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us.
Exactly.
It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. Speaking of,
Guess it's not in it.
from
in
where
L.
I'm standing, it looks like you and Shadowheart are getting more familiar. She's a funny
You want
one.
in?
All
You definitely can.
pointy
I
and
swear you can.
secretive, but it seems like there's someone very sweet beneath it all, you know? Good to see the two of you getting along anyway. At least one of us is getting a little action.
I'm sure you could get action
You know,
with anybody you wanted, Carla.
if you wanted to meet up later, maybe we could
No.
meet up later.
That was great delivery from Carla. You meet bed now. Why? Why? Why did Lazo immediately go to it as well? Like she said, I will seek you out tonight. This is going to be a Witcher 3 all over again, man. This is not going to end well. I like how the only option that they know is leave. You just turn around and walk away. You know, I mean, it's already fucked. I would like that. I'm not sure that it's going to happen.
Really? I mean, great.
No!
I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed. Wait up for me, all right?
No. Wait, not tonight, alright?
Yes.
This is gonna be so bad. Have we talked to everyone? Is everything done? Let's repeat everyone just in case, just once.
Go on, enjoy yourself. But if any of them sleep past noon, they're getting left behind.
Good to know somebody's in charge.
Go on, do your rounds. But if they hand you something purple, don't drink it. I think they got into Ethel's potions.
Oh, Nan! Where's Nan? She disappeared from camp. And she was nowhere to be seen. Oh, we talked to... You know what? They're not saying anything new. Just go to bed. I'm so scared to click this. Oh, it's all fucking wine. Alright, sure, do it.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Your hand was sought by several, but there is only one night ahead. Whose company will you seek? At least for tonight.
Funny. Funny that. Funny. It's so funny how the most respectful ones were the ones I least expected it. So, I mean, Astarion outright rejected us. My respect for Astarion has just raised, even after the fight. Like, dude can fucking kill. But then Gale and what's his face, Will, both said, you know, I respect your choice. The other two in this list, not so much. So I think we know what I'm gonna do. What he's gonna do. I'm not doing anything, man. I'm washing my hands off this one. I have nothing to do with this. I'm not controlling you. This is all Lavioi, or whatever the fuck I named him. Shadowheart.
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Is the narrator an option?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
I don't know what you're wearing on your feet, but you should definitely stop. And that's not Lavio having a foot thing, it's just those are awful. What the fuck are those? Yeah, that's this meme. 100%. Anyways, never mind. What do you have in mind beside the bottle that is? I wouldn't dream of missing it. What did you say? You made it, come here, sit with me. Do you think I wouldn't show? Did you think I wouldn't show? Drain the cup in one swallow. No. Wouldn't dream of missing it.
So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long.
Lots of people in camp.
Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To victory, to survival, to us, to friendship. There are so many things going through my head right now. To friendship, no. To us, maybe not. To survival, definitely not. To victory, maybe. I said to victory, by the way. This time.
Dominant, self-centered, savoring another's loss. I like it. To victory. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there have been no dragons involved in this adventure yet. It is curious that this is the second character tonight to mention it, though. Has something happened with the dragon and I'm not aware of? Has somebody else done something to me in the night? I need to talk with Astarion again. Anyways, something about me, I'm surprised you cared. Share a little memory from growing up in Baldur's Gate. Why did I grow up in Baldur's Gate? I guess that's canon to every character here. There are other things we could do besides talk. Thank her for the wine and leave. Persuasion, you first. You know what? Just for the fun of it. Oh. Oh, we can't do advantage. Oh. There we go. There we go. Lavia's not going to let us down. Lavia's not going to let us down.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share.
Right.
When
Memory
you
wipe
worship
thing.
Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
That's sad. Do you think your memories will ever come back? Wrong. You like night orchids and can't swim, you told me once. Oh, that is so cute. Drinking wine won't help that. That's a convenient way to avoid the question. I think she was being sincere. I don't think she's avoiding the question. Do you think your memories will ever come back? I mean, there's only one right option here, right? That's a convenient way to... No, it's not. Well, that's wrong. You like night orchids and can't swim.
I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
That's a cool spot for a date. What's on her
Nearly
hand?
night. The others will be awake soon.
Look into her eyes. The others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet.
What?
You're beautiful. You're checking for signs of... just checking for signs of xeromorphosis. I mean, it's hilarious, but even I wouldn't say it. You're beautiful.
I know. But you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night.
I hope there'll be more to come. My pleasure. There's no need to thank me. My pleasure.
It was just what I needed.
I feel so
She
bad for
trails
Carla.
off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
You could have failed the role? Oh my god, you could have failed the role. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That would have been so good. And that it shows insight failed and you know you missed the chance. That is so realistic, man. It's that typical moment you realize, like maybe 7 hours later, you're in the shower and you think, wait, she was hitting on me? One kisser. You know, if you want something, I think you should take it. Let the moment pass. No, take the moment. Seize the moment. It'd be hilarious if this is a moment where the animation doesn't play, like it does in combat.
That didn't hurt, did it?
No, far from it. The pain was worth it. A little tingle. If it did, it was worth it.
I should think so. Let's head back, if we must.
What's going to happen with the tieflings now? My eyes have fixed the top left corner of the screen. Get the fuck away,
After all
Halsin.
your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done. Moonrise Towers beckons. I've
I
told
wouldn't
you
think
all
so.
I know, and now I'll join your camp to help you face whatever's to come. With luck and the Oak Father's blessings, we might actually survive. Are you ready?
Listen, mate. Let me clarify one thing. I have plans to rest 100 fucking times before this playthrough is over. I might have done 4 in many, many hours, but that's about to change, let me tell you. There'll be plenty of nights. And now that that's out of the way, and that we didn't have any approval or disapproval at the top left corner, which, I mean, I'm very scared to talk to Karlach now. We are ready. Moonrise Towers, here we go. Not quite. There's some other things we're going to be doing. We need to make sure that we leave the area better than we found it. Then we'll
Onward
go.
then. We'll speak soon, I'm sure.
I want to see what your resting place is. Complete. Save the refugees. That's not a tent, mate. Maybe you should move. Is Will still in his... I don't see Will. Is Will gone? Will? Scratch, Lazo, Karlach, Shadowheart, Astarion, Halsin. Gale is here. Oh no, he is here. He is still there. He is still there. All right. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. There's the first thing we need to do. First things first. Right, saved. Awesome. So is he a part of the party now? Like actively? As in... No, he's not. Halsin doesn't appear as a member. I can't give him equipment or anything.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Thanks, mate. Are you a party member or not? I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite? Oh, you know what? Before we talk to you, Volo, I think it's time we came clean on something.
Ah, my good fellow.
Hello, my
Cozy
good
setup
fellow.
you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
You do that. What do you know about mind flayers? I know we've talked about this, but
Practically an expert.
you are.
The druid Halsin had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters.
Yeah, you
a
said.
replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
And what do you know about the parasites?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
Well, not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I also killed one.
That can't be.
I told you. I was captured by a mind flayer before. I'm lucky to be alive. I killed a mind flayer in its lair. The Naughty Lloyd, as some may call it.
You're either an
But
excellent
hopefully and thankfully not the
storyteller,
Naughty Laid.
or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Malaise is not the word for it. More like psychic transference.
Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
Unless you've been infected with one of their parasites. Yeah. I, kind of wanted to let you know. We're getting a handle on it, though. We'll get them out. We'll be alright.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
I'm special. If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now.
You? Infected by a mind flare? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it?
Examine me. Find out for yourself. Of course, utterly ridiculous. That's aside, you should keep your distance from me. Of course, utterly ridiculous.
Still, there'd be no harm in me taking a teensy look, would there? I know all the signs.
Oh, okay. I was afraid he'd, like, run away in fear. Which is why I waited until after the party. Now he wants to stay. He knows we're fun.
I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
I want rid of this thing by any means necessary. Quit the shouting. Can you help? Oh, come on. Stop shouting. It's like 7 in the morning and I didn't sleep well last night. Still have a bit of a hangover. So, can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can.
Wait, you can? You're going to help with something, but like my lashes.
The particulars, however. Give me a bit of time and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Volo, you're awesome. Also, that didn't update anything. Rescue Druid Halsin. Grateful for our help. The Tieflings are celebrating our victory. Time to have some fun. Yeah, sure, that happened. The Helion's Heart. Damon must have left with the other refugees. Sure. Steal the Sacred Idol. We didn't. Save the refugees. That is complete. Skip the Nautiloid is complete. We skip the Hells of the Nautiloid. Oh, that is complete. Okay, never mind. Okay. Sure. Before anything else, Volo, do you have new dialogue?
My God. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable.
Oh, okay. I
Thank
thought there
you
was going to be
so
like no new dialogue, or that it was like blocked or, you know, bugged or something. Have you had any research done? Like maybe you had some books already in mind? I know you just started. Not to put any pressure on you. You know I love you, mate.
Not yet, I'm afraid. But my expectations are very, very high.
So are mine, mate. I have as much expectations and as much hope on your research as I do with your mustache. Looks fabulous, mate. Now, Halsin. Sorry to keep you waiting, mate. Yeah, why is the halo around your head so fucking glorious? It was the moon last night. It's now the sun. What the fuck? Also, actually, give me a second. I'm scared of this. I'm more scared of Karlach and potentially hurting her feelings than I am of Lae'zel chopping my head off.
Soldier?
Oof. Fine. We're good. We're good. Whew.
Speak.
Nice. I'm ending our fling, if one can call it that. It's not a fling. Nothing's happened. We just talked about it. No fling in existence. Halsin, now.
You wish to speak?
Yeah. Marital, not marital, a relationship advice, any? I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite? Yeah, let's start there. How do you know so much about the Illithid parasite? Also, you should talk to Volo. He's doing some research. He might help us out.
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things.
I've read your notes.
A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
You almost sound as if you like it. Also, I just went on a binge when it comes to the Alien franchise. And now I have the impression that Halsin would be very much inclined to experiment with the xenomorph pathogen or whatever the fuck it is. He would very much be inclined to try it out and maybe even, you know, do some other things. That's the impression I'm getting. Alright, I just met the guy. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying. We'll see. How will the Grove fare without you? Yeah, mate, the reason why I saved you primarily was because of the Tieflings and Kaga. Kaga was kind of, well, doing some gagadas, if you will, over there. And now you're leaving the Grove to Karga again. I mean, she was demoted, but what's going to stop the others from just turning to her again?
Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her.
Ooh. What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps. Wrath seems good, and Nettie as well. I'll trust your judgment. I mean, yeah, of course. Like, he knows all of these people best, but who is Francesca?
Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias.
But you know that
I chose Francesca.
You know her personally, right?
She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Very shrewd of you. Will this cause resentment? Sounds like the Grove will be in good hands then. I mean, it does seem shrewd of you, but I can't say much. I can't judge much. I'm just taking you at your word.
Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary.
Well, any leader has to, so it doesn't really matter if you're in a Buddhist temple or in the center of shogunate China. You still have to play politics. The shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad. What shadow curse? Oh, this was a terrain thing, right? Like a region? The region around Moonrise Towers had this shadow curse.
It's had the whole region around
Yes.
Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
Dude, look at those fucking biceps. Jesus Christ, man. I stopped working out for strength like 2 months ago. Now I want to go back. Also, give me a second. I need to get my phone. Mate, there's nothing quite so simple but so satisfying as choosing a new background for your phone. It makes the entire phone seem like new and novel and just more attractive. Or maybe I like myself a bit too much. What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more. Oh, I also want to know more about this secret stronghold in the Underdark. There's remember those mercenaries that were after some artifact? We know that it's on, well, under there in the Underdark. That's weird. It's below, so I was interested in checking that out as well.
Precious little, but I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Seems like you feel responsible for the shadow curse somehow. Do you know how the shadow curse can be stopped? Do I detect a bit of guilt, or at least responsibility, in regards to the shadow curse?
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the shadow curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
This wouldn't be connected to the story Gale told us, right? Ketheril and whoever the fuck it was that Gale talked about aren't the same person, are they? I'm so bad with names. Well, I'm bad with names in this kind of thing, in stories. And specifically in fantasy, really. Not in real life. Which is not to say I won't forget your name if I ever meet you, but know that I will try my damnedest not to. I always do. And a quick trick and tip, in case you do want to remember people's names and you struggle to do so, I used to. One thing you can do is, as soon as somebody's introduced to you, or they introduce themselves, what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the name 3 times at least in conversation out loud. Not on your head, not in your head, out loud. So let's say that somebody introduces themselves as, I don't know, Karlach, right? You're going to say, sorry, what was that? Karlach. Yeah, Karlach. Oh, Karlach. Nice to meet you. My name is Lavioi. She says something, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe 1-2 sentences of the back and forth, you're going to say Karlach again. So, Karlach, like, what brings you around here? You come here often? You're going to say that, or whatever the fuck you want to say, but say it with the name. And that way, you're going to make sure to remember the name. Do you know how the Shadow Curse can be stopped? Okay, so we're definitely going to go through the Underdark, but we have to get eventually to Moonrise Towers. And since we're there, we might as well stop the curse. I don't want to be dying to it.
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice.
Yeah, but tell me the
Put
theory
it from your
first.
mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Everyone is such a fucking tease in this game. I mean, props to them. You have to know when to seed the mystery. When to give them a hint of what is to come. But then you pull back. You pull the story back. You reel it in. Just when they're about to bite. And then you do it again. And then on the third time, when they're already fucking desperate for you to tell the story, that's when you tell the story. And then everybody's clapping. Like Roland. I'm Roland in real life. It can't have been easy surrendering your title. What you miss being the first druid? I mean, it could have been easy. Maybe you was fucking done with it, honestly. But will you miss it?
Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oak Father's creations.
I like Halton. I like his gauntlets. At the celebration with the tieflings before, I hope I didn't come over too strong. Got caught up in the moment. What? Literally, I said, oi, go have fun. We're definitely not saying that. Even if we had come off strong, we're not saying that. Unless, like, there's reason to believe he'd be offended. But no. How are you faring out here at the camp? How do you find the camp? Have you met Withers yet?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books. That I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
Druids never struck me as avid readers. You know who's an avid reader? Gale. Not that I'm trying to hook you up or anything. Also, is everybody bisexual in this? You don't need to answer that. You? I'm not even uploading these yet. Never mind. Well, if there's anything I can do to make you less comfortable, let me know. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here firsthand. Well, if there's anything I can do to make you less comfortable, let me know. I do not understand this line. I do not. What is this proposing? Make you less comfortable. I mean, it could be a rough tumble. Could be. But it's kind of coming out of nowhere. Guy's talking about books. Stop it, you creep. At the celebration before, I may have come over too strong, perhaps. Wouldn't it be more comfortable? No, there's stress in less. So, just in case, no. You'll find plenty of books before long. I keep coming across them everywhere. No, honestly, mate, I have a library too. Like, with Gale, we talked about this. We're going to set up a big library in Baldur's Gate at my apartment. And that chest over there, it's chock full of them. So, you'll have plenty to read, mate.
Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
It will. Have faith. Okay, so that completed. Apparently it wasn't complete. With the Grove's fate decided, Halsin has joined us as we embark for Moonrise Towers. There, we may discover more about our infection. So now he's going to be a character, right? So if I go inventory and I open this... Nope. No, he's not. So never mind. Never mind you. The symbols are so good. The intelligence one is great. Wisdom is fine. Charisma is good. The constitution one takes the cake though. Look at that. Is that a dart? No, it's just the broken shield. Yeah, see? Scratch knows it. Oh, Scratch. How good of a time did you have last night? Oh, right. I can't talk to you. Sorry about that. I apologize. Inventory. Most important thing we have to do every single day is drink a potion of animal speaking.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Right back at you, mate.
All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something's the matter. I wanted to talk to you about that night we spent together. I mean, I don't want to ask this question, so... Yeah, about last night.
I was going to say the very same thing. As soon as I worked up my courage a little. I can't recall the last time I shared so much with someone. Maybe I never did before.
We actually didn't share anything in the
It
end.
meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. And that was before the kiss.
I feel like... Does Shadowheart have a Leliana / Alistair in Dragon Age Origins kind of thing? Where you can... And this is not my choice of words. You can soften them / harden them. And by that I mean... You can, through your choices, shape how the character arc progresses. And they can progress towards being harder and harsher and more, let's say, not pessimistic, but maybe more grounded and realistic, and less optimistic and less hopeful. They can be more pragmatic, if you will, or you can make it so that they're a little bit more idealistic if you soften them, depending on what your choice is. I get the feeling that might be what this game is doing. Also, I was out of words because even if Shadowheart turns out to be like, I'm going to become a Dark Justicia and plunge the world into a fifth darkness. I don't know why I thought of the fifth blight, because I was talking about Dragon Age, that's why. I'd be like, you know, I don't agree, I don't want to, but fuck it, Goth Girl, let's do it. I don't have a choice anyway. I already have the shackles. That night meant a lot to me, and I hope there's more to come. Perhaps we got carried away. I value your company, but not like that. It was a mistake, we should forget it ever happened. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It meant a lot to me as well.
I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
I wish I were a little bit taller so you wouldn't be looking at me like that. That's downright psychopathic. Let's read this fast. Tell me more about the Mother Superior. You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. We should journey our separate way. Mother Superior, tell me about the Mother Superior. I know this is a big change of... just Mother Superior.
I'm not sure what else I can say, at least until I can remember more. She taught me, trained me, punished me. Often, I think I feel her influence when the wound pains me. Not even memories, just glimpses, impressions. Perhaps the wound is her doing, something Lady Shar bid her to do. I don't know.
I don't trust it, though. I don't trust it. First of all, there's a difference between belief and religion. Or rather, there's a difference between belief in a deity, whatever god you like, and I'm not just talking fantasy here. There's a difference between that and the church, or that and the priests, or that and the monks, or whatever we're talking about. The institution is a different thing from the religion. The institution can be a means of introduction, a means of practice of the religion. It can be an end. It might be that you want to have a career within that and those circles. It can be a source of community. It can also be a fucking cult. It can be a source of getting a bunch of people to kill themselves, of getting people killed, of killing people. It can be great things and horrible things, because religion itself, as an institution, is a tool, a man-made tool that can be used for good or ill, like any tool. If I have a hammer, I can use the hammer to hang a painting. I can use the hammer to kill someone. If I have words, I can use the words to help somebody out of a tough spot. Shut up, please stop making those faces. Stop being in pain. It hurts me. Or I can use the words to have somebody, to incite violence and have somebody hurt somebody else, which would be a bad use of that same tool. But again, the tools exist, and they are not themselves good or evil. It's how we use them that is good or evil. And when it comes to religion, as in the part of it that is not the institution, the part of it that is the divinity and the belief, that part is separate, and they're not necessarily the same. Like, my family is not particularly the most religious family, but I have family who have outright said, I believe in God, I don't believe in the church, right? And then, like, the other 99% of us is, like, non-believers. But anyways, the ones who believe, they don't believe in the church themselves. And I'm getting the feeling that there might be, in this scenario, with Shadowheart, a case of maybe she believes in the institution more than she should. Maybe she is attached to the institution when there might be some case of abuse of power, of lies, of control, of using her faith and the faith of the other followers against the followers for the means of the institution or the Mother Superior. It might be a multiple people scheme, a single person scheme, but I get that feeling that we shouldn't really trust the institution, even if we respect Shadowheart's beliefs in Shar. Which honestly, I mean, D&D, we know Shar exists. It's pretty much like, there's not much doubt, right? Not much discourse to be had there. You and I, that's it, that we're not responding to this. Anyways, just came to say that I had a good time last night. That's it. Withers, how was your night?
Fate spins.
You've said, mate.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Not really. Doing great. If you can find the owlbear, though, do let him know where we are, please. Thank you. How's the lake, Will?
Well, mate.
River. Exactly what I said. Bucket. Girl, might I say, those robes look mighty fancy on you. Stone bed. Leave camp. Oh, now if you click any of these, it's leave camp. Alright, well. It is time to leave camp. And venture forth. Enough partying. I want to kill something. Do we take Astarion? He's good. Do we take Karlach? You know what? As we said at the party, maybe it's best if we do. And we stay a little bit away from Nazil. For now. Scratch, by the way, before I go,
Hope you're keeping well,
keep an eye out for Owlbear friend, okay? Owlbear is friend. Don't bark him away from camp. Thank you. And we're going to keep the party as it is. Leave camp. Oh? Shadowheart?
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time.
It's a good time for us. It's not for my hair. What the fuck happened to me? That's one of the benefits of being bald. I guess. I'm all ears. No pun intended. You're voluntarily telling me about yourself. Are you feeling unwell? Is it the tadpole? What brought this on? You're voluntarily telling me about yourself. You feeling alright? It's not the tadpole, is it?
No. The opposite. I feel like I can share this with you. I've never felt that way before.
That's sad, but I appreciate it a lot.
It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind.
That's what she said.
I'm a child. Such a fucking child. I'm sure she's sure. I'm not sure we want to be using the tadpole much, though. Alright, let's do it.
I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing.
Oh, this is a great introduction to whatever flashback we're having. Is it playable? This is sick. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Please make friends with it. If it's pet-shaped, why not... Excuse me? If it's friend-shaped, why not friend? Oh, these are followers of Shar. So this is how you got introduced to them. I appreciate the fact that she spared you from seeing that.
She asked my name. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shar.
Doesn't make her trustworthy, though.
It hurts.
I feel like it hurts when she's trying to, or close to remembering something.
That's all I remember.
Something sparks in your memory about Selûnite rites of passage. You heard once about how they would send their children out into the wilds to navigate their way home.
No wonder you're so dedicated to Shar. You feel like you owe your life to her. You looked like you were wearing a moonstone. Isn't that commonly worn by Selûnites? Thank you for sharing that with me. I know it can't have been easy. True, both, but... My first question is, that information didn't require a check, so the narrator's something sparks in your mind about Selûnite rites of passage. We always get that, regardless of what books we've read, which I think we've read about this, actually. Or anything, or any checks, any history/religion checks. We just get this information because it matters to the story, I guess. Alright. Thank you for sharing first.
Normally I'd agree. But with you, it's getting easier by the moment.
Bro, she's so cute. You and I, we share something special. Oh, wait, what the fuck? I thought we'd be able to say the others as well. Fuck. That is a Selûnite thing, though. The Moonstone. And I wanted to say that. It's important that you know that. You know, I feel more than ever that we can't trust her institution. We can't even trust our memories. And as I said, let's run back the moments when she hurt. She hurt when she learned about the children being kidnapped in the Moonrise Village. She hurt when she saw the kid being terrified and, at least psychologically, tortured by Kaga. She hurt when we went close to that Selûnite shrine in the Owlbear Cave, which I forgot the last time I made this recounting. She hurt now that she was remembering the past. And there's some others that I'm forgetting, likely. I don't want to talk about all that's happened to us, but I do want to talk about all that's happened to you.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Nothing. Fuck. I'm really curious as to what would have happened if I had said the opposite thing. Also, Kaga's here. I am not doing this. You did not see this. You did not. I want to see what happens. Not what happens when you say the other thing. I just want to say the other thing. There was another instance in the game where I said thank you for sharing or thank you for something like that. It was an equivalent to thank you for sharing. And the conversation went on, and the same answers that were available before continued being available. And so I thought it was one of those cases, those scenarios, but it was not.
I heard once about how they would send their children out into the wilds to navigate their way home.
You look like you were wearing a moonstone. And I don't know much about this, but this usually worn by Selûnites. Not worshippers of Shar.
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it.
No, true, it doesn't. But just because Shar worshippers tell you that you are a Shar worshipper doesn't make you one. And you don't have the memories to know who you are. I mean, Shadowheart isn't even your name. I can see why, however, you are so dedicated to Shar. You feel like you owe her your life. Keyword feel.
Lady Shar.
Right.
But yes.
That's what I said.
Her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing, though.
At least as best as I can remember.
You're much more than just your religion.
She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her.
Double not good. Triple
was
not
often.
good. That sounds cultish. I don't like either of those options. No. You must have been important to her. Sounds like she... I'm just fucking lying out of my ass. It sounds like she was abusing her power and sounds completely untrustworthy. And even though she shielded you from seeing the wolf being killed, just so happened to be in the forest when a child was there and vulnerable, a child who doesn't remember where she came from and is still at the most impressionable age, well, that of a child. And after that, she taught you, trained you, punished you when you failed, It sounds abusive. Yeah, it sounds like an abusive relationship. What we're gonna say, though, about this fucking cult that we hope we can get her out of, or that we're wrong about, and it's actually legit worship, although it doesn't sound like it. Okay. I just find it very strange that you, Shadowheart, don't remember who you are beyond Lady Shar, because everybody believes in a god, or believes that they don't believe, or doesn't have a belief, or whatever, right? But whatever that says about them, there's a plethora of other things going on in their lives. Ambitions, desires, hopes, dreams, fears, failures, pains. It doesn't all revolve around one aspect of their lives, religion, or a person, a relationship. There's more to it. And from all you've said, right now might be the first time in a long time where that is true for you, where you have all of us. So maybe there's something they're not telling you. And maybe you shouldn't question your worship of Lady Shar, but maybe you should question the institution of these followers of Shar. Because that sounds very much like they were abusing their position.
Abuse? Nonsense. The Mother Superior made me strong. For the Dark Lady.
Okay. I wish we could say thank you for sharing as well, but I understand if the conversation is cut there. What happens if I say I want to talk about what's happened to us?
Fine. What's on your mind?
I mean, I don't want to check this, but we're going to pretend like this question is saying, you're right.
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
I'm very interested in that. No. Shadowheart decided to share an old memory with us, one of a few spared from amnesia. We saw her as a lost child, being pursued by a wolf through a dark forest. Some Shar worshippers, led by a masked Mother Superior, came to her rescue and took her into their care. Though Shadowheart reflected on the memory with gratitude towards her saviors, we couldn't help but point out that it seemed manipulative to ensnare a child in such a way. We pointed out to Shadowheart that her memory of wandering the dark forest bore some resemblance to traditional Selûnite coming-of-age rites, where young children would have to navigate their way home with the aid of Selûne's moon glow. Shadowheart was troubled by the comparison. We learned that it was the Mother Superiors herself who inflicted Shadowheart with the mysterious wound that does not heal. Yeah, which looks like a stake or a nail was driven through her hand. We promised to help Shadowheart find a way to alleviate her pain if we could. She appreciated this considerably. Shadowheart spoke about Mother Superior, her mentor, the leader of a cloister of Shar worshippers. This mysterious figure raised and trained Shadowheart. She spoke about the pain that her mysterious wound inflicted on her. She believes it may be part of her training, punishing her whenever she strays from Shar's teachings. Shadowheart told us that she had allowed her memory to be suppressed so she can serve Shar without compromising her. Yes, but when she said it, I thought that she meant as an adult, not as a fucking child. That is fucking weird. Okay. I'm very curious about this stupid fucking cult.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Hello, Karga.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
I don't know why, but I was hoping you'd be a merchant now. Do you have any lookouts? You do not. You haven't even cleaned the blood. I hear hooves. Oh, those were outside. I have some things to sell. My mate here is still around. Zorru wasn't at the party, and neither was he here. We're in the journal of this guy went away. Oi, Aaron. Aaron.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step.
Cheers, mate. Let's trade. You got money. Oof. You're doing good. You are doing good. Add ways to offer. That's already 500. Nice. Oh, because I'm selling the Albert egg. Yeah, I've forgotten. Yeah, it makes sense to sell it to them. Yeah, it really does. They might even actually tame it. There you go.
May you keep balance.
For a second there, I thought they were going to arrange... not arrange, to address the fact that Strange Ox is still here. Address the fact that they were getting an Albert egg. Strange Ox. Now this motherfucker's full of shit. Man. Man. What the fuck? He said he was going to Baldur's Gate, and now he's not. And now he's a mystery. Damn it all. Damn it all. Anyways, I need to, before I forget, cast Mage Armor on me. Whee! I heard somebody talking about a master down there, so we're going to go check that out. Oh, Tahan, that's the first child druid I've seen.
You think you saved us?
Oh, maybe it's not.
You just prolonged the inevitable. Sooner or later, other outsiders will bring trouble to the Grove.
Yeah, and you'll be able to deal with it, because you're not babies. Very well. Even though we behave like such.
I know you stopped the goblins, but I can't stop looking over my shoulder. Makes it hard to sleep at night.
Get somebody to help you and watch your back. Also, is the new lady, the new leader, around?
Thanks to you, we have the chance to heal.
Great hairstyle. Great hairstyle. Carrick, Minnow, Elwyn. I don't even remember that chick's name. But we're going to trust that she's here somewhere. Ooh, you know what we didn't do? And I thought about this. We needed to change our fucking spells. Damn it. Oh, we don't need that much healing. We're wasting these slots. We definitely need Prayer of Healing. Heals a lot. Heal your allies and increase their hit point maximum by 5. That's fine. Which lasts until long rest. But this one, we don't need this one. Get rid of it. And instead, what might we add? Warden ally, they gain resistance to all damage and a +1 bonus to their armor class and saving throws. Each time the ally takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. Honestly, this is not bad though. And it lasts until long rest. You up their armor class, so they are less likely to get hit. We could do it for ourselves. So, yeah. I'm going to try that out. It is a level 2 spell. But that leaves all level 1 spells, most of the level 1 spells, as offensive. And I like that. So, in terms of AC, I'm at 17. She's at 18. We can bring ourselves up to 18. We're barely ever going to get hit anyway. But when we go in, it makes us a little bit better off. it also could be good for her to cast it on Lasil, who has... Hey, look at you. Look at you, Carla. It could be good for her to cast it on Lasil, up her armor class, which even though she is in the front line constantly, she would still have the highest armor class of the entire team. This is level 2. Yeah. There we go. This doesn't require concentration, which means we can give him Blessing of the Trickster. And just have him carry it around. There we go. So we buff ourselves first, and then we can go on. Oh, this goes long. Alright, let's go south first. Mostly because we just saw a dragon. That's not the way. This is the way. I love how these goblins don't attack us on sight. Very much appreciated. Let's go over here. Oh. You're bloody getting some... If you don't sleep? If you don't what? Oops, what did I do? Oh, I Control S as if that was going to save. What am I doing? I'm not editing video. What was it? It's not Control C, it's... How do I... Crouch? Shift.
She went to see you. We know she did.
You know absolutely nothing, you Aegis.
Auntie Ethel? Is that...
The act.
Don't waste a step.
Alright, is that... Nan?
Hey! Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Don't tell me she's a witch.